What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia. Today I have my empties for the month of June to share with you. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about are scents that are currently available. That's how I like to split things up: current, retire, bring back my bar, other. So I have some testers of Bonfire Beach. This one has notes of marshmallow, salty sea spray, or salty sea air, ocean spray, white flint, sandalwood. You know, it's somewhat of a masculine version of Marshmallow Fireside, and I mixed that with Vanilla Waves, and I think I enjoyed the mix, but I prefer each on its own. All right, so something that's recently come out of the vault, and I just did a Tester Tuesday this week. It is We Are All Mad Here. The notes are tart plum, strawberry, pink sugar, sparkling fizz. I don't get any pink sugar. This is a very fruity, dense, almost has currant to my nose. And a lot of people love this one. I'm just okay with it because I don't love fruity scents like some people do. But this performed really well in Erica's room. So I do have 7 more cubes of an open bar, so I'll probably warm that again in her room a couple of times. All right, from the Puddles and Petals, I have Rugged Mountain Rain. This one is a lighter one. It's Cool Mountain Mist, Wild Moss, and Granite. So I did finish this off. I made some samples with some cubes, and I also finished it in the storage room, and I could smell it fairly well there, better than in other spots because it's very small. And yeah, it was nice. It's well done in terms of scent appeal, but strength is not quite there for me. Quaint Country Rain. I also made samples with the few cubes I had left, and I warmed the last cube in my entranceway, and it performed very well there. The entranceway warmer, I often use scents that are a bit too strong that I kind of want to dilute down a little bit because that warmer is not overly strong. I like it because it gives off a lot of light, but yeah, Quaint Country Rain is the strongest of the Puddles and Petals for me, and it was nice, but I don't think I need to repurchase more. I have a suspicion that this would be the one that, if any of them make it in the catalog, it would be this one next year. All right, from new releases, I finished up Wild for Wildflowers. This is a citrus scent, but it sounds like it's a floral scent. It says yuzu, tangerine, lychee, and wildflowers. Very little floral, if at all any, and just really nicely done and with all those pretty citrus scents. So is there a plural for citrus? Is it citrus and citrus? I don't know. Anyway, we have Desert Twilight. This is in the woods category, I believe. Is saguaro blossom, warm clay, and sandalwood. And I finished this off in the kids' bathroom. It's a nice, almost like an earthy, a little bit perfumey woods scent, nice for summer. And I have from the Scentspirations line, but it's available currently, is Black Raspberry Vanilla. So this one is Sun Sweetened Dark Berries and Vanilla. Yes, it's kind of that traditional, black raspberry scent that a lot of companies have. This one's well done at about a medium intensity, maybe a medium plus, and it's long lasting. And I think I finished this off in Erica's room. It performs very well in her room. And she's a fruity fan, so it works out well. I have some scents of the month. I have Keep On Bloomin'. This one has really grown on me over time. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. It's a really nice floral. I wouldn't mind seeing this one come back. It says Cherry Blossoms, Dewy Greens, Crisp Pear. The thing is, I don't know if I get any of those particular notes. I just get a really, a little bit of a sweet floral, but fairly strong. So you have to like floral to like this one. But yeah, if you're a floral fan, I suspect you would probably like this one quite a bit. So yeah, that one I'm pleased with. I think I have maybe 2 more left. And I finish up two clams of Lemon, Sugar, and Sage. This is scent of the month for June. It's Meyer Lemon, Blue Sage, and Wild Sugarcane. This one is just not one that I really enjoy. I will probably finish my clam shells that I have and then would not be a repurchase. It starts off, for me, fairly strong, and then it kind of goes to a low level scent that kind of ticks along for a bit. All right, so the next things are going to be retired scents. And there are a few people that wonder why we talk about retired scents. Well, it's fun to talk about scents. We all enjoy it. But these scents often come back in the clearance and flash sales. So it's really, really, really important to listen to results. And actually, I suggest you have a little spot on your phone. Most iPhones have a notes section. I assume Androids would as well. You could have a little spot there, scents I would buy, and then just put them all in. Put them in alphabetical order, and then when you're faced with a flash sale, hopefully you're not on your phone, but if you were, you could just quickly go to that note screen, check down, you know, you've listened to the reviews, etc. Yes, this is one I want to try. Quick, buy, done. Move on. All right, so let's talk about some retired scents. I have these all written down with the notes, but I don't have them in order. So I have With Grace. This is a flat bottom. Flat bottom means it doesn't have any imprinted family, so that means it's from 2021 or before. It says Gardenia Blossom, Pink Peony, and Soft Musk. And I warmed this on a day. It said melt something with rose in it because I thought it had rose, but it has peony. I remember this. I always think of this. It kind of reminds me of Princess Diana because she was a very graceful figure, but there's something about it that's elegant and sophisticated, and yeah. Anyway, that's With Grace. It tend to get very sweaty, so that's the only unfortunate thing. All right, next I have Perfectly Pomegranate. This is from 2022, and this is available in brick. So I probably could have put this in the other section, but it says Dark and Juicy Pomegranate and Sweet Berry. The Sweet Berry reminds me of, I think, the one that we have now, Berry Sweet. But there's a bit of a waxy pomegranate, so if you don't like waxy leaning pomegranates, you probably wouldn't like this. For some reason, I don't know why, but I really like this scent. So I do have a brick of it. I picked up a brick. So I think that's it for clamshells, but now I have a brick. Chase Rainbow's Blue. This is a really nice one for me. It is very strong and long lasting. The notes are melon, crisp blue sky, and hints of musk. And if you like scents like Arctic Kiss, this is kind of like a soapy laundry, fresh air lean towards that. So more of a spring summer lean of Arctic Kiss. I do have more of that one. I have Sweet But Fierce. This one reminds me of Britney Spears. I don't know if someone told me once that she has a perfume that's like this, but now every time I smell this, I think of Britney Spears, so I don't know if I'm way off on that. Sweet But Fierce, I don't have the notes. Oh, so pretty. I bet you there's jasmine in here. I'll put the notes below. Sorry. do you ever laugh when you're watching a video and the person opens it and closes it and opens it and closes it? And I'm like, I don't do that. And then when I'm editing a video, I think to myself, yes, I do that too. So anyway, really nice. I would pick up more of that if I saw it again offered in clearance. I have Coastal Strawberry. This is from April of 2022. And I will let you know when I talk about this that I've never had good performance with Coastal Strawberry. I was able to get some performance. I think I used, did I use 5 or 7 cubes here in my bathroom combination? I used a lot. And I could smell it, and it lasted a long time. So I think for me, if I'm going to use Coastal Strawberry, I need to kind of load up with extra cubes, and then I can smell it well, and it'll last longer, instead of trying my normal amount and just not getting much. So this is Strawberry Vine, Raspberry Seeds, and Jasmine Petals. And I like this one, but I do get a lot of jasmine. I get an airiness, almost like an effervescent tone to this one. So once I finish, I think I have 3 more clamshells. Once I finish, I don't think I'd repurchase, but it's not a dislike. It's just a frustration scent for me. All right, the next one is a Jack's Obsession, which is out of season. That's okay. It's a flat bottom bar. It's apples, cloves, and cinnamon. And to me, it reminds me of a green apple cider scent. And I have a few more of these, and I really enjoy that one. And I'm still waiting for Scentsy to put the brick in the clearance or the flash sale. Or I'll even take Club Exclusive Scentsy. Dan, I'm going to speak to Dan because I think I prefer him now. Dan, I want you to put that brick in the clearance, please. All right, we have Sheer Leather. This one is what I call the sexy bedroom scent. It's really, really nice. Bergamot, subtle hints of leather, sandalwood. And I've come to recently mix this with sugar cookie, and oh my goodness, what a delicious combination. You get a little bit of that masculinity from the sheer leather, but it's almost like a unisex sexy scent. And then you get that beautiful cookie, which is delicate, and it works really well with this scent. So that's another way for me to stretch this out because I have 1 clamshell left and I'm trying not to hoard. That would be a good one to vote back and bring back my bar. And it's definitely been past 2 years, so I'm not sure. Dan, where's Sheer Leather? Okay, so I have some, let's quickly go over the testers here and then we'll do the brick that I finished. All right, I have Woodland Meadow. I think this is not one for me. So the notes on this, woodland, wildflowers, forest, canopy, bergamot, and amber. It's kind of like an earthy green, almost like a sage type scent. We have Mahalo Coconut. If you're looking to get Mahalo Coconut, I would suggest giving coconut flower a try. They are definitely different, but it might hit the same notes for you. So this is Floral Hawaiian Lei, Violet, Pineapple, and Coconut, and that's about a medium performer. And I mixed Havana Cabana with Tangerine Creamsicle for the melting challenge. And this was pretty lackluster. Both of these scents are on the lighter side for me, so I didn't really get much from them, but it was worth a shot. All right, and for the brick that I finished it is Orchard by the Sea, which is somewhat similar to Quaint Country Rain. So yes, Orchard by the Sea. The notes: apple orchard, sea salt skies, crisp linens, and green mango. So I picture like Dan Orchard standing by the sea. Dan Orchard's getting a lot of mentions here today. Now, I do have a few more. I have apricot vanilla tester, and I mixed this with a Vendor Wax pie crust, and it just didn't go well with that. There was a little bit too much tanginess. I believe this one has apricots, peaches, and vanilla ice cream, but I do have more of this, and this is retired, unfortunately. I used up a clamshell of Ariel Under the Sea, and this is almost like the first generation of licensed bars that came out. It's emerald water, green apple, blue hibiscus. I'm going to tell you, I didn't really love this back in the day, and I don't think I love it now, but I had, I think, 6 cubes left, and I warmed this in my open area. So good. It was so like clean and fresh smelling. I loved it. So would I pick up another one? I definitely would. Shocker. So sometimes you just got to give yourself a chance to grow and evolve. All right, so I feel a little bit like somebody that warms through a lot of wax, because I'm going to show you some flat bottoms. I finished up 2 graduations, which I really like. This is like almost like a vintage leather, vanilla, a little bit apple. So the notes on this: graduation, apple, suede leather, and vintage musk. So good. Not very strong, but really, really nice. And my husband complimented this scent when he came home one day. And Lisa Roberry would be proud of me because I got multiple bars of something. And that's kind of something she would do. I finished up 4, and I don't have any more. I finished up 4 birthday wishes. These are all flat bottoms. I think I only have like 9 full flat bottoms left, and then I just have like maybe a handful of open ones. So I'm doing really well getting through them. But because I had a lot. I probably had like, when I first checked, I probably had like maybe like over 150 easily, probably like 175, 180. I don't know. It was a lot. Rainbow sugar sprinkles, cake batter, whipped vanilla. We're cruising right along. All right, I do have some bring back my bars. So the first one on my pile is Summer Rain, and this is a probably 2022, because that's what the note said. It says dew sprinkled cyclamen, fresh botanicals, and black lava salt. This is almost a sweet, dewy version of Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm has a lot of aggressive florals with a little bit of an atmospheric tang, and you could take all that out and you kind of have a more gentle cousin. That is Summer Rain. I have Cutie Pie Cupcake. This is Drew's in the background there. Sorry, I have to leave the door open so I can hear him. Cutie Pie Cupcake, sweet clementine, yellow cake batter, vanilla, and sugary icing. And this is a really nice summer bakery. Yeah, puts a smile on my face. It's about a medium light, so not very strong, but so good. I have lemon coconut chiffon. A lot of people love this one. I'm just okay with it. Sometimes I get a buttery note that kind of brings me towards popcorn. So the notes on this are lemon custard, butter cake, and toasted coconut. So I think it's the toasted part plus the butter part that sometimes combine to give me that. But I think I did okay with it this time. This is one of my daughter's favorite scents. I've come to realize it's plum and white woods. And I think I'm going to try to do up a video of maybe the top 5 scents for each of my family members and put that out as a fun video. But I'm so behind on videos. I'm trying to get caught up. Anyway, sweet raspberry preserves, damson plum, vanilla orchid. Yes. This is a long-lasting scent at about a medium to medium light. Like I'm talking like I could probably put 3 days, 4 days in her room. I have White Sands. This is a favorite of mine. I did remove it from my club a while ago because I was starting to get a stockpile. So White Sands, this is night blooming jasmine, coconut milk, rice, and the gentlest breeze. And I love this one because I joke around that rice makes everything nice because this is a very different scent. It's perfumey, elegant, sophisticated, and gentle vanilla base all at the same time, but more of a fancy vanilla base. I have Banana Berry. This used to be in my club for a while back. Sweet banana cream and strawberries. It's kind of like almost like a kid yogurt. Like, you know how kids' yogurt have a lot of sugar and they're very sweet and they don't have much yogurty smell? That's kind of what this smells like. It's not very strong, but when you get it in the right spot, you can really enjoy it. And we will, before we go off into the non-wax, I have the controversial marshmallow mint. It's a flat bottom. I think I have one left. I hope I never see them again. I love the scent. You probably know my saga, but I just want to move on to newer bars. Now, I will say, when you get this, and some people say, well, let it cure. If you're going to let this cure, I would let it cure for like 9 months to a year if you can, because it's going to perform a little bit better, but not the 5-year wait that Scentsy's been giving me. But this one is really nice. Buttermint, marshmallow, and amber. It's a special scent because the marshmallow is beautifully done. The buttermint is so soft and delicious. And then the amber is not perfumey to me. It just makes it very, almost like volatile, and it kind of carries it through the air. I call it magical fairy dust. So highly recommend. I should have put that as a new bar, but I didn't. Okay, let's quickly go over the non-wax items and then we'll do the scent of the month. I have a car bar and squeeze a day. This was in my car. It seemed to wear off a little bit fast, but there's been some days that it's been really hot and humid. I have Jam and Jubilee. That was in my purse and I forgot about it. This is an outstanding scent circle. If you see this in clearance, it's a good one to pick up. I have Santorini Blossom, an outstanding scent circle. I love this one so much. And look, the pretty, what do you call it? Pattern. I love it. So I have some pods. I don't tend to use a lot of pods in the summer, and the reason being is when the kids are off school, we're home a lot. Someone is always here with Drew. When someone's home, I got wax going. So I actually do go through quite a bit of wax in the summer months compared to the rest of the year. And when the rest of the year, when no one's home, I'm running pods in my house. So anyway, Snowflakes and Sage. This one is not one that I really like. It's a bit too much sage for me. I have one container of Dancing Sugar Plums. I must have another one, but maybe I just haven't removed it yet. I actually prefer this in the wax. Yeah, it performs a bit better, slightly different in presentation. Maybe a little bit, I can't even explain. It just doesn't seem to perform the greatest in the pods. Anyway, I have Blooming Marvelous. This was just okay for me, even though I love the scent. It's one of those frustrating scents that sometimes you can't get much out of. So I'm going to put that aside for a second. And where school is done, I decided to take this out of Drew's school bag. This has been in for the whole year. It is Cherries Jubilee. There's a little pouch up near the top of the book bag that's probably holds about this much space. I think it's probably for a phone. But we put a scent pack in Drew's and it smells really nice, but pretty weak now. All right, so let's move on to the question of the video or the month. And it has to do with frustration, Scentsy frustration. But I have a specific question in mind. I want to know, I talked to you about Coastal Strawberry. I talked to you about Blooming Marvelous. Maybe list 1 or 2 scents that kind of come to the top of your mind. What are the scents that seem to give you a Scentsy frustration? Like you really, really like them, but you can't get them to perform. Or maybe it's a scent that performs really well for most people and you just can't smell it the greatest. Let me know the scents down below and the reasoning behind your frustration. Like what is it, the specific problem that you have with it? Just so other people can read the comments. Maybe they can weigh in, maybe they can give you some troubleshoot, or it might help them figure out that a scent is temperamental or has a reputation. So anyway, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Happy Canada Day, and to all my American customers and friends, happy Independence Day ahead of time. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.